Chloe Demir of Save the Victor Roll. How's everybody doing today? I'm glad you're here and that you clicked on this video. Today we're going to be creating this quick look and playing with affordable makeup. Not sure where it may be interspersed in here, but I did a teeny haul with Winners Home Sense, aka TJ Maxx, I believe, in the UK, and I'm not sure. I think it might be the same in the States. But anyways, they carry sometimes some discount makeup from major brands. So I picked up a few things and I'm gonna go back because it looks like they've upped their game. So if that's what you'd like to see, and plus see me testing out some background and some stuff here, you're in the right place, and it's up to you if you want to. Keep on watching. Hey, so before I do my get ready with me and play with some budget products, I'm always envious of my friends because they go to a store called TJ Maxx, and here in Canada, TJ Maxx, the Canadian version, is Winners Home Sense. And originally when I used to go before the pandemic and look at the makeup section or where they had, you know, beauty stuff, they didn't really have a lot. So I keep watching my friends and they get all this fantastic stuff. So I moved to a new city and they have a Winners here, so I finally got to go, and wow, they've actually upped their game. So I'm going to go back because they were unloading some stuff, but while I was there, I managed to pick up a few bargains. So we may use some of these today, but I just wanted to quickly do my little haul for Winners Home Sense / TJ Maxx. So the first thing I got was this Profusion Brow Kit. It's it's got this beautiful packaging, and then when you open it up, we've got this here. I've left the plastic cover on right now, but it's got brushes, eye pencil, it's got stencils, brow gel, and then on the other side here it has various different powders and a mirror, which I thought would be good because if I have different color hair, sometimes I do lighter or darker brows. So I thought this was really good. It was like $12.99. And this is my first Profusion purchase. And then they also had lots of Revolution, but I didn't buy too much. I just went and I got this Dragon Heart highlighter. I looked at these when I was in the States before and I'd never gotten it, but then I saw it and it was like $5. Look at that. It's so pretty, right? So I got that. They had some Becca, very little Becca that I could use. Like they had some bronzers that were too dark, but I saw this little set and it is the Lilac Geode. So it's like a highlighter, which is in a, they call it a lilac shade. So there you go. It's a little bit lilac-y, purpley. And then it also came, which I haven't tried yet, a little plumping lip balm. So I'm curious to try that out. Smells really, really good. And then they also had some BH Cosmetics. And the one thing that really spoke to me was the Blushing in Bali. So that is a blush and highlight palette. Let me get that out here. And I've been using this a little bit, and then that's it there. So I've swatched it, but I've also used these two colors here, and I really like, actually it's what I'm wearing today, but I'm going to do a more in-depth look with that. And then I have an obsession with setting sprays. So I've heard about this brand, and you can get it in Ulta, and I never got anything, but that is setting powder, like a spray powder by Smith & Cult. So I'm gonna try that, and that was like $6.99. Oh, the Blushing in Bali was $12.99 as well. And then I got from BH Cosmetics as well a mattifying setting spray. It smells so good. It's very fruity and tropical. So there's my quick little haul. We're going to try some of these. Oh, and then one more thing. From the Sephora sale, I kind of wanted one of the Sol de Janeiro body creams. They're so expensive, so I talked myself out of it. And then I got this jumbo Clean Botanicals in almond and vanilla, which is a couple of my favorite smells. So there we go. And then I'm trying to test something with lighting. I was thinking that maybe my room was too big. So until I buy a actual thing to hang a background. I'm just testing it using a camera tripod to see how this looks, so you can see a bit of wall through there, but it looks like it's helping with focusing and lights because it doesn't have a whole room behind it. So I think this is going to really help me out. So yeah, so that's my little haul before we start a full face. So I will be naked of makeup in 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's Chloe. So I thought, since I'm going to be testing if a background helps with lighting and focusing, because I film in kind of a really open, big room, I thought maybe that's why I'm having a problem with some of the lighting. And then before I bought a stand to hold up some backgrounds that I have some from parties and stuff that I can use my background, I thought I would just kind of test one. So you may see a little bit of wall or room behind, but I thought we could try. And then what I'm trying, I'm a mess, is let's do some kind of get ready with me using budget and cheap products that I really like, or affordable. Let's go with affordable products. I think that's a nicer word. And then at the same time, kind of test what's going on here. So I'm not sure if I'll put it in the beginning or at the end, but I did do a test run, and I just did a quick kind of like what I bought at Winners Home Sense, aka our equivalent of TJ Maxx, which occasionally has makeup, and they've upped their game in the different types of makeup and stuff that they have. So I thought we could do that today. So everything I've got here should be in the affordability realm, and some of it will be new. It's kind of the end of the day. I didn't really put on any makeup today, and yet I still seem to have some left on my face. Mascara always seems to be mascara. That seems to be the bane of my existence. And then I also didn't bring a sponge, so I'll do that later because we're going to start with eyes first anyways. And then I thought for eyes we will do the BH Cosmetics Peridot palette, and that was for the month of August. So close enough. Should I erase? No, I think that'll be fine for now. Okay, so for priming, I've decided I'm going to use the, because I don't have a eye primer that is, I guess, what you would classify as affordable. So I'm just going to use some of this Revolution Pro Concealer, and then we're going to use that. So I'm going to put this onto a Morphe brush that I've been liking for this purpose. And then let's try not to take too much to start. And then let's prime our eyes. So how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Here in British Columbia, we had torrential rain all weekend and at the beginning of the week. And so half of our province, if not more than half of our province, is cut off from we're first off cut off from the rest of Canada. Almost all our highways are closed where I am. So to the right of me, I can't go visit my parents. I can't drive everything. Everything's flooded. Mudslides, you can't see the roads anywhere. People are pretty much stuck. And then my other way, going to Vancouver, I could get into Vancouver to go to work or whatever. That's fine, but when you get farther out, same thing. Coca-Cola is closed. So again, flooding, mudslides. Even in my neighborhood, our restaurant that I like down the street, because it's at the bottom of the hill, they almost flooded. It was all the way up to their stairs into their restaurant, so they had to close the other day. So it's been crazy. So we went from having crazy forest fires, which were literally the province on fire, temperatures of 50, 51, basically almost beating Death Valley heat. And now we're basically being drowned. So again, I'm lucky quite where I am, but a little farther out. I'm not too far from a river. They've been told everybody to stay away. They've been evacuating huge parts of our city. The town of Merritt's totally evacuated. People are now being told to leave their animals and just go. Actually not too far from where my parents are. So it's a little bit scary right now. And right now it's not raining, but I've heard this weekend it's supposed to get yucky again, so I'm not too impressed. So the first time I used this palette, I focused really on the main shimmer color and then on the dark green. But this is also a kind of a neutrally palette. So I think what I might want to do is play with this yellow and brown, maybe use this one to blend out a little bit, and then put this shimmer maybe in the eye. I think that's kind of where I'm going. So I'm just gonna start with putting a little bit of a base down. So we're gonna start with the color that is called Independent. So that is the brownish shade there. So yeah, so certain areas, Costco's are out of meat and bread, so people are stocking up everywhere. So it's kind of like the great toilet incident is now food everywhere. I was just at the Walmart because I thought, well, I needed Christmas lights to go on my new Christmas tree. New to be Christmas tree. I finally got a mid-century silver tree, so I'm pretty excited. And I thought, well, I'm there, I can get my cat litter. Almost all the cat litter's out, except for the couple brands that I don't use. And yeah, so everything was busy. So everybody's kind of growing crazy and I guess kind of stocking up a little bit. So I picked up a couple things and then had to go somewhere else to get cat litter. So since I had to go somewhere else to get cat litter, it was like, oh, pick up some extra cat food. But yeah, everywhere right now is kind of busy. So I think people are, again, trying to think if the weather is bad this weekend to make sure that they have enough supplies. And I'm hoping it is not going to be bad weather this weekend because my friend who is a maker of beautiful vintage style hats and modern hats, she did some hats for the Mrs. Marvel, that series that's on Prime. I'm sorry, Miss Maisel, there we go. I just with the new Marvel movie out, I'm a little confused, but Miss Maisel, and anyways, so she is having with John Fluvog, she's having a little hat show and I want to go and bring some friends. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. So there I've got that color put on. I'm doing kind of gonna do as if I was going to work. I mean, I'm just going to be making dinner for the cats and myself shortly. And then we're going to do some Netflix and chilling, I guess. Yeah, so besides the crazy weather and the hat show, and then there's a record fair on Sunday, so I'm hoping I'm going to that. One of my other best friends and I are going to do the record fair. So it's going to be a pretty busy weekend. So I got to try and get everything done during the week. All right, so again, we've got our little base down, and now I think what I'm going to do for the front, I'm gonna try that mustardy shade, and then let's do that. And then I'm just going to grab, there we go. It's gonna grab, oh, okay. A colored rain brush is mixed up with my Morphe brushes, so I'm just gonna take that, and then I'm gonna go into the yellow shade, which is called, is that Outstanding, Outrageous, Outgoing. Sorry, I don't have the glasses on, again, as per usual. So this is nice yellow, so let's stick that to the front. And blend that in there. Oh, that's really pretty. I think that's a nice combination. Well, let's see what else is going on. So I've got that. And then, oh, I've been really excited. The new Dexter has started. So I watched the second episode last night. Is anybody watching Dexter? Anybody watch the first series? Or the first 7, 8 seasons? It was so good. I loved it. I missed it a lot. So I was very happy that they decided to bring it back. I think right now for a limited run, probably just to see what the reaction is, then hopefully they'll bring back more. Because so far the series is starting off really good. And they're slowly laying out who the protagonist will be for this season. All right, so there we go. We've got a little bit of that outgoing shade up front. I like that. A little bit more, and then I'm going to blend a little here. Trying to do it not to make it murky. There we go. I think that looks really nice. I like this orange. Orangey yellow, sunny yellow. Yeah, it's more of a sunny yellow. In the pan, it looks a little bit darker, but it goes a little bit lighter on the eyes, which I really like because it's a really pretty shade. So I think we need to add a little bit more. Yeah, so unless I go with a dark green, there really isn't a darker shade in here. So I'm just going to take again a little bit more of Independent and then pop a little bit more of that on the edge. Each corner. There we go. And I'm thinking, maybe I might want to, what green do you think we would go better? Should I do that mid-range one or should I do the lighter one? I'm thinking maybe the lighter one, the Bordeaux, might be the way to go. Well, let's start by first putting on a little primer, glue, eye glue, the e.l.f. glitter glue here. I do have a spray here. I could use that spray, but let's do this. And then what's in the middle here? Oops. Oh my God. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to go into, we're going to go into Bordeaux. Let's do that. I like this bright shimmery green. Let's pop that into the center. That's, oh goodness, look at that. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. I think that's the right green to put in here. Really like these two palettes. I didn't like the October palette, but was it Opal? But the Citron one that is out for November, I quite like. So I may possibly, if December is really nice, maybe I'll take, I might pick up the November and the December. Like this one I picked up August and September I really liked. I had hoped I'd like May, which is my birth month, but I didn't. It was okay. It was okay. I mean, you never know. Maybe if I'm picking up the other two and it's still available, I might pick that one up, but this is so pretty. They do make a really nice shimmer formula, or at least in these palettes. So a little bit of kickback, but it's not too bad. So there we go. So now then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more of those other colors on either side. So we're going to go back with Outgoing back into the inside here, and then just lightly onto the edge of where I started the shimmer. Just to build that up a little bit. And then a little bit of, again, Independent on the outside. Not going to get much depth, but just a little bit. And then we're just going to blend along the top here a little. Blend that out a little bit further. That's kind of cute. All right, so then on the bottom, I'm just going to go a little bit of Independent on the outside. Oh, I think I got a little bit of the orange on here, or the orange yellow, but and then put the yellow on the inside. Okay, so we're just going to leave that off for now. I might do some touches with liner and stuff after, but let's just take a break from that. And then I want to quickly do my brows. And then I went and I picked up the Brows by Profusion. It comes in this like soft rose goldy case. And then inside, just so I can hold it up, I've left the plastic on there. So we've got a pencil, a brush, two different brushes. We've got a brow gel, tweezers. There's some stencils, and then on this side you've got some various powders, and then of course a wax. But I've been kind of liking just using the pencil. I've used that a couple times since I've got it, and then a little bit of the brow gel, and then, oh yes, of course, the spoolie that comes with it. I just love these spoolies. I go through so many because usually I use a like pink honey colored wax, so I go through a few of these. And then it has a lighter color on one side and a darker on the other. And right now I'm kind of liking the darker. I'm just gonna fill in a little bit. Since I've got my brows done, they just need a little bit of filling in front like that. And then we're gonna take a little bit of clear brow gel. Though their brow gel is a little kind of goopy and snotty. It's weird. But so I don't know if the brow gel is one that I would buy from them because it's very sticky. But I need to try the powders. I used to always use pencils, then I went to brow powders, then I went to pomades. And now I've been kind of back into powder brow a little bit, but we will see. So I'm just gonna let that dry a little. Maybe a little bit more. And then I've been kind of back to just making them look kind of groomed. So there we go. And then our next step is going to be put primer on our face. Let me just clean up here for a second. Alrighty, so for primer, I've been finishing up, and I've had to order some more, the e.l.f. Poreless Primer Putty. I really like it. It's one of my favorites. I liked the Time Balm by The Balm, but I've been having trouble finding it, and it's really expensive. So this is kind of like my second choice, and it's in my price range. Though I did notice that the price has gone up a little bit when I saw it here for sale in Canada, and just even on the e.l.f. website from when I originally bought it. Because I think when I first bought it, I want to say it was $10.99, and now it's up to like $12.99. But they had a really great sale, so I managed to get it for 45% off. So I bought myself a new one of those, and they had a stick one that I'd never seen before, so I picked that up to try. All right, so my camera is going to stop recording in a second because it only does it in 20-minute increments. So I'm going to let this settle. I'm going to go and get my sponge and make it wet, and then I'll come back and then we can work on our face. Okay, and we're back. And I'm beginning to think that that is the ticket. Having a background has been really helping. All right, so I'm going to use my Colored Rain sponge, and then I am going to open a brand new this is in 1.1 neutral. This is the Ordinary foundation. This is my favorite budget low price brand. I like the serum one and I like the coverage one. I think I like them both equally. Just need to give it a shake. It is a little bit liquidy. I do like it, and then I usually buy one of each. So the next time when I go to do an order from DCM, I'm going to order another one of these and then one of the coverage one. And then we're just gonna squirt. I usually do 3 to start, and then 3 little squirts. And then here we go. Put it on with the sponge. So like this is gonna be my go-to affordable foundation. My go-to mid-range is LYS Beauty, and then I think I'm going to have the Stila one as my high end. I think are going to be 3 ones that I'm going to keep in my arsenal, but I'm working on a few that I am panning. Oh, and I really like the Palace Identity one, so I'm kind of waffling there. But like I said, I got a few different foundations that I'm working on right now that I want to use up. for opening something else, but since I didn't have an open budget brand, I thought I could open this one. And then I did, in the e.l.f. sale, buy their foundation, one of their foundations in a bottle. I can't remember which one. So I'm going to do a full face of e.l.f. because I think I will have almost a full face of e.l.f. products when they come. So I'm going to do a video on that. There we go. e.l.f. usually I've just been using like putty primer, mascara, some of the skincare I like, the cleansing balm I like. I haven't done too much with their makeup since they were really cheap when they were like $1 or $2. I used to buy a lot of like their lip crayons, but now I'm kind of wanting to expand to some of the other stuff. I did like some of those mini bite-sized palettes. Like the jalapeno one is excellent. So yeah, this will be fun to try and do a full face. So this is looking like I am covered. Yeah, just 3 teeny dots seems to do the trick. And then for powder, I usually pour my powder into my little Anasui thing, but I did still have the case since I just dumped the rest in. So the RCMA powder is what I use, and this is the non-color one, and that's what I used to set my foundation. So that's what we're going to use today. And then, because I've now upgraded to the lavender powder by Fenty, so I think that's the one I'm going to keep using. But if I ever am buying somewhere and I need something and they have the RCMA, I really like this one. So I've been using this one for a couple years. And then, you know, trying a few other little loose powders in between, but so far the Fenty lavender one's blown me away. So I think that's going to be my forever powder. But I am trying to pan this. So I think by December, when I do my next quarterly empties, the rest of this will be done. I only have not much in there, and I go through a little bit of it. So there we go. So that is all set. All right. So for bronzer, I was going to use my e.l.f. one, but since I'm going to do a full face of e.l.f., I thought let's try something else. So what I ended up with is the Juvia's Place bronzer. So you get it in a 2-pack. I got it in the shade Light. Those are the 2 colors there. And this one is pretty close to the Charlotte Tilbury. So I finished one Charlotte Tilbury. I had already bought an extra pan, but I'm trying not to buy any more Charlotte Tilbury products. So I think this may be, and then the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer may be my go-to ones after, but then I also like the LYS. So there's a few that I'm playing with to see what I want to have as my main bronzer, because you know, bronzers aren't the type of thing where you need to have 4,000 different types. I don't think so. Like you need maybe a putty one and a powder one and you're good. So I'm just going to dip into the lightest one to start. And then I usually go into the darker shade, and then I usually stick that a little bit higher. Kind of new to the bronzer thing. I've only been using, say, this year, really playing with bronzers. Maybe a little last year, because I did when the Fenty, was it last year when the Fenty ones came out? I had brought a Fenty bronzer, and I used the whole thing. I love it. So that's another one I could consider going to, but I've got a few that I need to use up first before I decide. And I like them all enough that, yeah, I can go try those later. I can decide, I should say, which one I like better later. So there we go. We've got some bronzer on. And then for blush, I got this from BH Cosmetics in my my little mini haul, and it's the Blushing in Valley. They had 3 different ones, but this one looked to be the one I thought, whoops, that I would get the most use out of, and I have been liking the first 2 light shades and that middle one there. I think because we've got such an orangey look going, orangey green look going, we're going to stick to the lightest one. So I'm going to use for blush the color Lychee. And I'm just going to use my little doe color brush here, and then we're going to go into that. And then it's a slightly, does this one have a shimmer in it? Yeah, I think this is the one that has no shimmer in it, and then the other 2 each have a little bit more of a shimmer. The one Coral and Pomegranate. But I'm going to use a different highlighter though, because I got a fun one in my little mini haul too. They had a few eyeshadow palettes that I was interested in, but since I've got the Melt coming, I finally got the Mel Thompson and Sydney Grace coming. I thought I don't need any more. I don't need another blush highlighter palette either, but from BH Cosmetics, I'd only ever tried highlighters and eyeshadows, so I thought, okay, we'll do it. Just look at this. This is really, really pretty. And it's buildable, so you can go light or go ham, ham, ham if that's what you want. Let's actually take a teeny bit of the shade Coral. I'm going to add that on top a little bit. It's the one that's a little bit darker and then has a little bit of shimmer to it. So almost we'll make it almost like a blush topper. There we go. So that is the Blushing in Valley, and I paid $12.99 for it. Don't know what it is on their website. It's maybe $15 or something like US, but that's what I paid in Canadian. And then for highlighter, I got this one. So this is Dragon Heart by Revolution Beauty. I don't have, again, a lot of Revolution. I like their Conceal and Define foundation. I used a bottle of that and I really quite enjoyed it. I like their concealer. I have a palette that has like all primary colors that I use for blending. That's pretty much all I've ever tried from Revolution. But then I saw this. I saw this, I think, in Ulta, I want to say a couple years ago, the last time when I could go into the States, but wait for it. Look at that. How fun is that? Crazy, right? So I thought we could just take a little bit. So I'm just going to use my Juvia's Place highlighting brush, and then we're just going to go kind of in the middle. So I'm going to touch a little bit of the pink and a little bit of the orange. Just give a light swish in there, and then let's see what it does. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's take a little bit more. Other side. Always like on the corner of my nose. Oh, this is pretty. Lean a little bit more into the pink. Okay, now it's showing. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this is nice. It's not as crazy as I thought it would be, but then I'm also touching it very lightly. I'm not seeing too much texture. Okay, let's go up to a little bit more deeper, or a little bit more into the pink side, see what we got. Okay, there you go. Now we can see all the pink. Yeah, so the farther you go over it, the more color and shine you get. And then don't worry if it looks a little bit too pink, we're going to buff in a second, and that will fix some of that up. And there we go. So that is our first play with the Revolution Dragon Heart. I like that, it's very pretty. Okay, so for buffing, I couldn't find if I had a affordable brand pressed powder, but I did get this particular one. Did I get that? In PR, I did. I got the lipstick and I got this original palette in PR a few years ago. I bought 2 more, but anyways, so we can call that budget. And then the 2 that I got weren't that expensive because I got the buy one get one free. Okay, so I guess we can call that affordable. Anyways, I really love this powder. I have a few other pressed powders that I really like, but this is, I think, my favorite. I like Besame pressed powders too, but I really, really, really enjoy this. But anyways, we're gonna go in buff, and then we're gonna get, so that gets everything to kind of smooth out and blend in, like so. And I'm gonna play a little bit more on our eyes, and then we'll try our setting spray. Okay, there we go. So we've got everything, so it looks a little less crazy and a bit more blended in. And then let's just quickly look at our eyes here. So I have an affordable mascara, but I don't have a super affordable liner at the moment. I really like the Revolution liner, the one that comes and that really looks like a fancy pen. I really like that. So if I see that one again, I'll get it. So in the meantime, I'm just going to sneakily use my Palace Identity, and then we're gonna do a wing. I think this needs a wing, but I need a better, not a better mirror, a close-up mirror, because I'm blind. I'm gonna do on the wing. Okay, it says 1 wing done. Yeah, talking and doing wings is not the easiest. So now let's do my other eye. So how high did I do it? Okay, and there we go. I mean, I kind of lied. I do have a pot black eyeliner, but it's from e.l.f. and I'm gonna save that for my e.l.f. look. And then for mascara, I'm going to I do have the e.l.f. one here, but I'm going to use my ultimate favorite, and that is the Lash Princess by Essence. And we're going to use that. All right, so now for inner corner, I was just kind of thinking as I was putting on mascara that why don't we use the bright end of our Dragon highlighter, so which has golds in there, and let's just take a brush here. I'm going to go right into the goldest part, and let's see what that looks like if we put that on our inner corner. Right? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, now we're talking. Let's have this highlighter do some double duty here. Yeah, I like that. Here we go. Look at that. Blingy. Okay. So let's spray before we put on lipstick, and then we'll do lipstick. So for spray, I've got the Paradise Set by BH Cosmetics. I got it for $6.99 at, again, at TJ Maxx, Winners, HomeSense. So let's, and it's, I did sheet and smell it. It smells so good. It smells very tropical. So let's first test the mister. Ooh. Okay, that's a fabulous mister. Goes on really light and it smells so good. Gotta be careful. I'll put the whole bottle on because it smells so good. All right, so that's what our eye look is doing. Why does it make it look like my lashes are gold? Ooh, maybe I need a little bit more liner. Hold the comb. I might have missed a little spot because I see the, there we go. There we go. So I was just kind of thinking, where's that gold coming from? All right, and then last but not least, Oh, we're running out of time again, so I'm gonna quickly shut the camera off and then turn back on. Okay, back again. Only a second for me and for you. Alrighty, so I am not a ColourPop fan. I either get faulty components, not enough product, or I don't like the product. But the one thing that I do like from them, and I've so far not had any issues with, are their lipsticks. So this is, I have a couple from the Villains collection that I've kept, and then I've also kept the ones that I got from the Hocus Pocus. Their liners, that's a different story from the Hocus Pocus. One, I used it twice, the little piece fell out and there was nothing else in there. So it was like, I either get, like I said, faulty components. I have a concealer, which I like, but then the end fell off. So I've got the stick and I can't get the end. It's always some kind of tragedy, and I don't like their eyeshadow formula, but I do like their lipstick. So we're gonna go in the color Winnie. Probably doesn't go with the eye look. I wasn't thinking it through when I was picking out lipsticks, but all the ones that I have from ColourPop are in the red or really dark, almost blacky purple kind of range. So I don't know if any of them would have worked. Because when it comes to lipsticks, I'm pretty bougie. Again, I ordered something orange from e.l.f., but I'm going to do that in my e.l.f. video when it comes, and it's not here, so I couldn't use it, so. I should have got the lip liner, but let's see if I can fix that a little bit with a little brush. There we go. That cleaned it up a little bit there. So that is in the color Winnie. So here we go. So here is our quick look, playing with some different affordable makeup and testing out if lighting and stuff works better with having a background, like having a smaller area for my ring light and camera to struggle with. And it's been focusing so much better since I've been doing this. So I think I figured out, I think this is the key. This is the winning thing. This is gonna make it work. So I think I need to buy a proper background stand, because right now I have my, for my camera, my regular tripod from when I'm out and about, and then I have a broom handle, and then another kind of like stick on the bottom so it'll stay straight out, and I'm using that because I thought, instead of buying a stand and then finding out that that doesn't really help either and wasting that money, I thought, let's jerry-rig something. So I've jerry-rigged something, it's kind of worked, and so I think that is my ticket. So anyways, that's it for me. This might still end up being a bit of a long video, so we'll see what happens in editing. But again, that's it for me, a just quick kind of chatty, getting ready, playing with affordable makeup, and testing out this background and see how it works. All right, so if you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. I would love to see you all here. If you want to hit that notification bell, that would be great too, because then you can know when I am uploading. I don't really have a schedule right now. I just try to do, if I can, minimum 1 a week, but if I can get 2 to 3 a week, that's even better, but it all depends. I'm trying not to spend so much. There's just so much good makeup out, but we're gonna see. I think I might try to change some tactics in the new year because, again, because I'm a small channel, I'm paying for this all on my own and happy to do it because I love makeup. It's my jam, but I need to slow my roll. There's only so much makeup any one person can have. But anyways, again, that's it from me, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.